Hello, everyone. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am talking about my weight loss journey on trying to lose 50 pounds in 4 months. And so I was kind of running late this morning, so I'm just kind of going over what I was doing, which was making my lunch and trying to rinse off me a snack because I'm soaking some strawberries here. I'm really picky about my strawberries, and I'm pouring salt in it right now because that brings out bugs. The bugs, if there's any bugs on strawberries, you can do that, or really any fruit, you can do that, and let them soak for a little bit and it'll bring out the bugs. I'll tell you the story of why I started doing that later. But this is my breakfast: a little watermelon, the Naked brand juice with all the vegetables and fruits in it, really good. And this is the dinner that I had that day. This is Monday. I was just really rushing, so I just wanted to kind of go over what I had. Good morning, everyone. It's Sophia Renee here. We're on. Today is week 2, day 2. Okay, on this weight loss journey, trying to hold myself accountable each day. When it really is a day by day battle, trying to watch what you eat. Day by day, hour by hour is what I usually say. Day by day, hour by hour. It's so true. Until it gets second nature. So right now I'm trying to train myself to get to the second nature, to where I just am not craving and trying to stress eat just because I'm bored or whatever and all that kind of stuff. Ready to go home from work, whatever. Just start munching because I'm ready to go. So once I get out of that naturally, to where I ain't even thinking about it, that's what I'm trying to get to. But anyway, so yesterday really wasn't that bad as far as meal. I'm aiming to drink more water, but I usually drink at least this much, and I try to at least refill once. I try. So yesterday I didn't get to refill. I didn't refill, but I did drink one. I forget how many. I don't know how many ounces is in there. But anyway, so that's a good start for me, because there was a point that I had to really make myself drink water, and it still would just be like just enough to take my medicines that I take, vitamins or whatever, or maybe a whole one bottle of water for one day. That is just not it. That's just not enough. So water is also the key to not only just trying to lose weight, but health-wise, period. Your body needs the water. But anyway, so yesterday we had baked chicken, some leftover green beans we already had, and some black-eyed peas. I have grown to. It is crazy how I used to could not stand. I really did not like peas when I was little. I used to just pour sugar in them, trying to eat them. And now I just love them. And they didn't find out they're really good for me. And they have something in it, y'all. Anybody who kind of has a little bit of trouble with maybe has trouble with acid reflux and things like that, peas have some kind of nutrients that's good for your stomach. Google it. I don't know. I did a bunch of research when I started having my stomach issues, maybe about, I'll say 3-4 months ago. Not that long ago. I just started looking up stuff because I was scared to eat the wrong thing. Anything I would eat, I would literally be like, I would Google it. Is this okay for is so-and-so, like whatever. And that's how I found out about the black-eyed peas. Is black-eyed peas okay for people with acid reflux or something like that? And so anyway, if that would help anyway, if you're having trouble with everything you eat, maybe try that. And anyway, it helped me, and I ended up learning a lot about what is actually really good. Not only maybe not her, but really good, because still everybody's different. Where it might bother one person's stomach may not bother the other one. But anyway, so all you can do is just try to see. But anyway, so far so good for me. So I love to have the black-eyed peas. I feel like I can eat them, and it's really good fiber. So I just feel like I can eat them kind of plentiful with almost guilt-free, as long as it doesn't have like a lot of seasoning in it, whatever, salt. So anyway, all right, so we're off to, I was talking about dinner, but, because I didn't get a chance to, my husband and I was talking, and I didn't really get a chance to record much yesterday. I was just busy. Most of the time I kind of am. I mean, you know, just kind of multitasking, and didn't want to seem rude to pull a whole start recording in the middle of what I was doing. So anyway, I just figured what I can't show, I'll just tell. But anyway, so I still have a little bit more watermelon in my refrigerator at work. I'm gonna eat that for breakfast again. That was really good, starting my morning off with that. It's really good to start your watermelon. Once again, it's a melon, period. It's something, it has something really good in it, nutrients wise, for your stomach, and it's a good way to start off your day, stomach wise, because you know what you put in your stomach, the very first thing you put in your stomach can start off your day. That's, you know, really kind of sets your day, honestly. I think probably mentally and physically, honestly. But anyway, but especially your digestive system wise, it's just that's something good to start it off with, something light. All right, well, I'm headed in. I'm gonna let's get it started. I've already had my little ginger root and lemon juice and a little bit of water. So I'll just I'll wait for a while until I feel hungry, and then I'll have some watermelon. All right, let's get it. Week 2, day 2. All right. Okay, so when I started to get hungry, I went ahead and had my little bowl of watermelon, my little tea to warm up my tummy, some water, and I had a snack, some fruit and with granola. I had a snack. And then I also went ahead and snacked on a little light salad as well, with some ranch dressing that I had from Chick-fil-A that I just kept. Looks like let me see, it's like 280, if I'm not mistaken, 280 calories for the whole pack. Not too bad, but you have to be careful. It's one of the higher acidity dressings. But okay, so these crispy onions, I like to top my salad off with it. It's not too bad. It's only got 3 grams of carbs. See, 15 milligrams of sodium. That's really important to me, sodium. I have to watch it. Cheese and garlic croutons. I don't mind having croutons on my salad, even on a low carb diet, because it's only like I think it's saying 4 grams of carbs, only 30 calories. I'm willing to spend that to have a little crunch on my salad. I'm willing to spend that. And a lot of times, I think Tuesdays are my longer day, y'all, and I'll be at work for a while, so I may kind of have a few extra snacks and things. This is pistachio nuts that I snack on, just a handful with no salt, a little granola here, some strawberries, and then I had some more to eat late. I have a late lunch that day, and this must be what I had as a final thing to eat, shrimp and broccoli. Hey everybody, Sophia Renee here, back on evening after work. Week 2, day 3, actually. Did I say day 2 earlier? I meant week 2, day 3. So I did really good at work, but I got weak right at the end because something excited me. I got really good news, and I'm the kind of person where I stress eat, but I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm bored. I eat when I'm ready to go home or whatever. And I got really excited. I got some good news, and I was like, I deserve a candy bar. So I messed up. I had a candy bar, but other than that, I did really well today. So anyway, let me get this started. Okay, so I'm going to get this started. I'm dropping some chicken down in some batter, something quick. So even though we're trying, you know, if we're trying to watch it, your family may not be on the same eating regimen as you. You still gotta cook dinner for the family, right? So anyway, I'm just cooking something that's kind of quick. Now, I am frying this, so I may not have this. I may just eat me a salad, but I'll have dinner done for the family. So it is what it is sometimes when you're in a household and they're not necessarily following the same regimen as you. Do what you gotta do. Go ahead. Fix them something, but either you eat leftovers that's left or make yourself something else, something like a salad. I probably suggest making that first though, so you don't nip in their food. But anyway, this is taking forever because I did not have a bigger bag, and I didn't feel like dipping it out of a bowl. Sometimes I'll dip it out of a bowl. I didn't feel like doing that, so I got this itty bitty little bag trying to make it work. Sometimes you just gotta make it work. All right. Anyway, so other than the candy bar, I'm really proud of myself of, you know, how I ate today. I think I still ate really, you know, decent as far as lunch. You don't want to get too full sitting at work anyway, honestly, because then you'd be sleepy, ready to go. So. That after that I ain't got no cold, whatever. I didn't notice that. Oh well. It'll be alright. So if you wonder why does this oil have a green tint to it and it's bubbling up so, we are out of just regular frying oil, which for us, we use the vegetable oil, which we're trying to get out of that actually. You know, vegetable oil really isn't good for you. You know, really it's not good for you. But sometimes we're still frying it from time to time to get dinner done. But so I just kind of used what we had. I mixed coconut oil with olive oil. So we'll see. I'm just trying to make do. And if you're wondering what kind of breading I got on here, it's really good. It's called House. Oh, let me see if that's getting on there. And carb wise, if I do decide to eat some, this only has 10 milligrams of carb. I don't know if you can see milligrams. 10 grams of carbs, no fiber or whatever and stuff. But 450 in sodium. 450 milligrams, calories 45, 2 teaspoons per serving. Anyway, so with my carbs, honestly, I'm just kind of watching them. I'm not eliminating them, period. So 10 milligrams really isn't that bad. But by the time you go to eat, I guess like a couple of pieces, depending on how much you eat. But anyway, let me cut this potato. Okay. So y'all, I'm the kind of person who does not like to use a potato peeler. I just like to use a knife the old-fashioned way. Zoop, zoop, zoop. To me, it takes too long to do little chip, chip, chip. I don't have the patience. This way I hardly have no breading. That's my fault. So I don't know if it's because of the breading that this oil is bubbling up, but it's still cooking, so it's all good. As long as it works. And goodness, I am just without today. I don't have no paper napkin. Let me see if I can find one to drain the oil. Let me see. Let's see if I can find some. I had this napkin in one of those silverware napkin things, packages, so this will be better than nothing. You ever have one of those days where you just gotta make do? It's one of those days. Okay. While this cooking, I'm gonna peel these potatoes. Okay, well anyway, while I'm peeling the potato, let me share what excited me. So I went to the dermatologist today, actually to just get a good regimen going for my face, you know, for my age and skin type and everything, I was like, I need to know exactly what I'm supposed to be putting on my face. And then my face was doing some, it was like, I had oily skin all of my life, and then all of a sudden it turned dry on me. I was like, oh, let's see what's going on here. My son was like, this sounds like menopause. I'm like, whatever, maybe. But anyway, so I went, got that, but while I was there, you all may have noticed that I have vitiligo on my, I have it on my arms, and part of my arms and part of my legs. When I say part, stops at a certain part. Anyway, I've been self-conscious of it all my life. Okay. All right, so. Let me check it. Oh, I added too much breading in here. These itty bitty pieces of chicken strips. And this is it. That's all the chicken? I guess I will be eating salad. I was gonna try maybe 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I don't know. It's not enough for me. It's okay. I wasn't gonna eat it. I was thinking about not eating it anyway. I'm not supposed to have fried food anyway. Anyway. It's only, anyway, that'll be enough for the rest of them. So anyway, I was just really excited because I found out they have back when I was in high school, there was something that the dermatologist that I was going to, I was born with it. I came out the womb just like this. Just like a lack of pigmentation in some of these. In some areas on my skin. And the dermatologist was just basically putting medicine on each and every one to build more pigment. I'm gonna throw this in the trash. To build more pigment off the little bit I had. Anyway, it was a long process. It took me a whole year. Some took, some didn't. But I didn't mind. I went once a week for a whole year. And my mom paid for it. She understood how important it was to me, and she paid for it. Anyway, I just wanted to be like everybody else, and I saw a chance to do that. Anyway, it was my senior year, and I couldn't do it any longer. I went on to college, so I ended up just letting it be. And then the dermatologist, he passed some years ago, and I thought, oh, well, there's my chance to ever have this corrected, because I didn't think that anybody else would have known what to do. But little did I know. So I went today, just seeing about my face, and the dermatologist was able to prescribe me something. But the catch is, and I was shocked. I was so excited. I was like, what? He was like, oh yeah, they have something out that's better than that process now. It's very expensive and it's hard to get through insurance. So we'll see. But just to know that something was out there, even if if the insurance doesn't get it, and I have to just save up and get it myself, I was excited to know that I have a choice to get it corrected if I want to. And that's why I was just so excited. I was like, oh, I gotta have me a candy bar. And that's my problem. I gotta get out of that. Just because I have good news doesn't mean you have to celebrate with junk food. That was my excuse to get it. Anyway, luckily I didn't eat that bad all day. So it wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough. Anything stopping, hindering the process is bad. But I'm not gonna beat myself up and just jumping back on the bandwagon. So, I actually may do some kind of little update on that. If it, like a process, I know a lot of the potatoes getting thrown away, but I'm tired. Anyway, I know somebody is saying she is cutting up that potato. I know. the breading? Whatever. Y'all, this is gonna sound really weird, but I love to hear the sound of food frying. I know I'm probably not the only one, but I just love I like different sounds, and this is one of them. Food frying. Okay, so anyway, yes, I was just all excited when I got home. Called my husband, told my husband about it. He was like, "You think at this age you would not be worried about that anymore?" But it's just that, you know, all my life I've been, you know, by strangers. You go to the grocery store. You know, if it's hot, if it's a hot day, you want to wear short sleeves. But people, other people with vitiligo could probably attest to this, or a skin condition that's different that nobody sees often. You get stared. The little kids be looking at you. You get stared at. It's like, oh, I prefer for you to just ask me what's going on, so I can just tell you it's no big deal. It's just the way I was born. Than for somebody to gawk at me. Anyway. Parents, teach your kids to quit staring. I really do. Sometimes I really want to be like, boo. But that would be really mean. It just, you know, most of the time it's inquisitive, never seen it before, and just curious. So, but it gets aggravating. So yeah, in this day and age, and I'm like, you know what? Each day is precious. And if I can make myself, how many ever days I got left on this earth, if I can make myself more comfortable, be happy with something I want to do, as long as I find out that the, you know, side effects ain't crazy, then let me do it. I'm doggone it. So yes, even at this age, I'm fine with doing that. No, I haven't gotten over it. I live it all the time. Anytime I have on short sleeves or something, or a dress, that my legs may show a little bit, because I have it a little bit on my legs, one side of my leg. Thankfully, my husband loves me just the way I am. But it's just something I want to do for myself. So anyway, finishing this up. Really, I should have had these potatoes going, but I guess I'm not a good multitasker. Hold on. Well, the olive oil and coconut oil worked. So I kind of mixed the two because I wanted to make more. I only had a little bit, and I didn't want to use up all of our oil. So I kind of did a half and half in a pan that was kind of small, so that I could use, you know, so that it would kind of gather the oil up easier, if that makes sense. I didn't want to use a huge pan, then I would have had to use more oil. It worked. I was like, no, I don't want to use up my good coconut oil, because that's what I use a lot for people with digestive system issues a little bit, acid reflux and all that kind of stuff. Coconut oil is really easy on your stomach, and I didn't want to use it up. Anyway, so I made it work. It worked. Chicken is pretty. All right, let me get these potatoes cut up. And while these potatoes, you know, it doesn't take long to make no potatoes, mashed potatoes. Once they boil, get tender, while they're boiling, I'll go ahead and get my ginger root shot, my ginger root and lemon shot ready for tomorrow. That's something I could do. Ooh, what's that? Got enough potatoes to be messing with potatoes. They got it right. So we're not gonna throw away no food. We're just gonna cut it away, right? Anyway, so this is a quick after work meal to me. I think the only reason why it's taking me a little bit longer, normally I would have had, oh no, this ain't gonna work. Normally I would have had all pants going, but I'm talking, Carol. But as I do this more, I'll get used to it. I'll be able to, just like a regular day. I feel like this is taking me forever. And no, they're not all even. For anybody that's looking at that, they close enough to where they're gonna be done at the same time. I ain't no Chef Boyardee. I'm just a mom trying to get dinner done. I'll let you hear me. And I know I'm cutting this wrong, but this knife is dull. Anybody cringing because the way I'm holding the knife. This knife is dull. That's what I have to get myself for Christmas. Some knives. And I need a jury box. I need something for my jury in. That's neither here nor there. Let me finish what I'm doing. I have some garlic cloves. I stuffed some garlic cloves down in there, but I don't have any. It's all right. Anyway, so back to the vitiligo. I have let it run my life as a child. There were so many things I wanted to do. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I went to a HBCU, and I wanted to be one of the girls that danced. But I just thought people wouldn't understand me in a in the little leotards and things they wear. I thought people would be focusing on my skin, which is not true. I realize that now that I'm older, especially in this day and age, we got supermodels now with it. So yeah, definitely a different day and time. I should have did it anyway, and I would have realized that nobody would have been paying attention to that. I just let it take over my life, and it didn't have to be. If somebody truly loves you and wants to, be with you, be your friend or whatever, hang around, hang with you, that's not gonna matter. And I have wonderful friends to prove it. Wonderful friends to prove that. And I've never had a problem with getting friends or boyfriends when little boyfriends back in the day when I was younger. So I don't know why I let it bother me so bad, just other than I just really, really hate to be stared at like something's wrong with me, because it's not. Just different. So thankfully, we have a little bit more role models nowadays to let you know it's okay. It's okay if you look a little different. And I was a little slow about, wanting to even do things like this, doing, YouTube and things like that, when without, being free. If it was hot, if I want to wear short sleeves or whatever, I decided, Sophia, just be you. And one of the people who really helped me truly get that, as far as my age and all that right now, is Fumi DeSalofo. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name wrong. Fumi DeSalofo. Fumi, first name Fumi, last name D-E-S. D-E-S-L-A-V-O-L-D. No. D-E-S-A-L-U-V-O-L-D, I believe. That's how you spell. Anyway, she has a YouTube channel. I love her. She talks so positively. She's just like a big sister or auntie for a lot of people. And I just love listening to her. And she doesn't even realize how much she has uplifted me and encouraged me to do things that I want to do, regardless of my age, what I look like, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Fumi. You don't know me, but I love you. Yeah. And that's the name of her YouTube page if you want to just go across her. Very positive. Great advice she gives. All kinds of good hacks for like makeup and all that kind of stuff. Fashion. I love her. Very positive person. Maybe one day I can meet her. It would be wonderful. so I can really express to her how much of an inspiration she's been to me. Put a little butter in this penis. For a minute, I didn't think we had no butter. I was like, dang, I know it kind of out of stuff. Time to go to the grocery store. Goodness, now I'm gonna say now here, like my grandma used to say now here. Don't need a whole lot. Try to cut down on salt. Okay, voila. And I have some leftover broccoli I'm just gonna put right on over in there with it. Okay, so just finishing up. Dinner for the family is done. I'm just gonna have some of this broccoli in a baked chicken tender from a previous dinner. So I don't think I did too bad so far this week. So stay tuned for the rest of the week. All right, we got this.